if you're in the comment section of just about any piece of content that has to do with somebody who is wealthy, right? The Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musk, or even some sort of quote unquote celebrity figure, what you will find in that comment section is a mixture of those who are inspired and motivated and those who are absolutely gator hated. Okay? Individuals who are completely consumed with their hate. Now, some of them don't seem to be haters on the surface. They seem to be warriors, right? Social justice warriors standing for the rights of the common man. How could these people have so much money and other people have so little? These are the type of comments that you'll see. These greedy individuals are the reason why society is the way that it is. You will hear all sorts of comments being spewed by these individuals, and you will believe, you will start to think to yourself, wow, maybe they're right. Maybe there's something to what they're saying. Maybe this person has the answers to life. Well, guess what? They're not the one who is employing 1 million people in this country. As a matter of fact, I can almost bet that they're probably working for the company of the person that they're talking about. And I've seen this in a multitude of cases, right? The barista's talking crazy about Howard Schultz, the man who literally sacrificed every penny to his name, went in absolute debt, was getting smacked up in order to start that Starbucks. He did everything he could, went through every rejection. I done watched the story. I done read the book. You understand me? I done forwarded the emails. This man went through hell and back in order to get that Starbucks up and running. The first one, the second one, the third one was, making sure to get a little money from here, getting a little money from there to make this one happen. And he built this thing that is now employing, a multitude of people across the country. Maybe 500,000. I don't know what it is at this point. I see a Starbucks in every other street corner, so I know it's employing at least a few hundred people within each city. And yet, I still hear conversations from the ones who got a job because this person sacrificed, complaining about, oh, he's making too much money or whatever it may be. Now, again, we may think, oh, well, that person is being reasonable. Why should he make 100 million or 50 million or whatever it is a year when, this barista is making $15? Well, first and foremost, nobody is forcing anybody to take a job anywhere, right? As a barista or not. Nobody is forcing you into that position. So that statement by itself is saying that somebody is forcing you to take this job where you could just as easily sacrifice everything in your life in order to start your own Starbucks so you can become the person getting paid 50 million. Now, that's not necessarily the point of this video. The point of this video is really one of our physical manifestations, the things that we create within our lives through the thoughts that we think or the thoughts that we focus upon, the emotions that we engage in, the intentions that we set, and the actions that we take, right? And more specifically, that in the trajectory of abundance or wealth. Now, when it comes to this thing of abundance, just about everybody has the desire. That's not unique whatsoever. Everybody wants to have a little more dough to their name, though a lot of people won't admit it, right? They'll tell you, I don't care about money, even though they wake up every single morning for exactly that. They wake up early in the morning, hating their lives just so they can get a little measly check to pay off their bills. Yet they'll tell you, they convince themselves that they don't care about money. So we can just be honest that you do care about it. I had to be honest with myself to be like, no, I do care about becoming financially well off and actually becoming abundant as possible. I know that I can do the greatest good for others as well as myself. I'm not leaving that out the equation. I'm not going to fake the funk with y'all. I'm not the one. I'm not the one who's going to sit back here and tell you how altruistic. Everybody loves to talk about how they would do so much good if they got $1 million to their name, but they can barely give a $20 bill to somebody across the street right now. I'll wait. So my point with this one is when you give off the energy of hate, right? It could come in any form: envy, jealousy, ridicule, insults, slander, gossip. When you put this energy towards those who have something that you desire, what you are saying to the subconscious mind is, make sure that thing never comes to me. That's what you're saying. You are saying whatever that person has that I am slandering, that I'm gossiping, that I'm whatever, make sure that that thing never arrives into my life, into my bank account, into my wallet. That's the message that you are sending to the subconscious. And the subconscious is creating your reality, your belief system that you've bought into over a lifetime of your undeservedness, unworthiness, or whatever it is. You project outward as, well, I really don't want that thing, when you really do. right? And so you start to envy it. Man, must be nice. I wish I had it. And when you believe that you don't deserve it, it turns into jealousy. I wish they didn't have it. And actually, it comes from a state of wanting what that person has, right? And it's so funny to me because I think to myself, like, okay, these people who say the billionaires need to distribute all of their wealth to everybody else. Okay, what if they distributed their money to everybody else except for you? Would you see them as selfless then? This is the point that I started using to myself and then to other people who have these ridiculous type of statements. They say that person's selfish until they give everything they have. Okay, let them give everything to everybody else in the whole community. Everybody else getting all kinds of new whatever it is, right? They got the stimulus checks except for you. You're the only one. Is that person now a saint? If we're to be honest with ourselves, no, because it's about us. We make it about everybody else. We make it seem like, well, it's a good of the community. And no, we're thinking about ourselves and we're using that as a way to make ourselves seem or feel like a good person. We got to be honest with ourselves, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the only way to freedom. Honesty is the only gateway that they have created for freedom thus far. They ain't created a gateway to freedom through lies. I know that. I've tried that door. I've tried that window. I've tried that hallway. And it was not the one that was leading to freedom in any respect. It did not lead to abundance. It did not lead to prosperity. It didn't lead to purpose. It didn't lead to joy. It didn't lead to love. It didn't lead to a damn thing. It just led to more and more of the very same outcomes, which was misery, unfulfillment, and brokenness. That's what it did. So again, when you insult, when you gossip, when you slander, when you basically are projecting your jealousy upon those who have the things that you actually desire at a maybe an unconscious level at this point because you buried it so deep within yourself. When you do that, you are rejecting that thing. You are telling the universe, no, thank you. Please don't give me. And this is how it works. When you hold the belief that those who have money, let's say, are evil, right? That's the belief system that you hold. They did something evil, etc. You will register in your mind, well, you have to do something evil to get money. Therefore, your subconscious mind says, I don't want to be seen as evil. I don't want to be perceived as evil. Therefore, I am going to keep money away from me. Now, this is a flawed and warped perspective, right? This is completely, we're off our minds on this one. I was in the Bay Area for the better half of 2 decades. I was there for 17 years of my life, right? Spent a majority of like my younger years and teenage years and young 20s or early 20s within the Bay Area. And I've seen people build businesses off the ground. People I knew personally, people who were getting millions in funding and all kinds of things. And these were solid people. Now, you may hear that and you're already triggered. Oh, they probably did something. There's got to be backdoor deals going on because you can't even comprehend from your lack and scarcity mentality right now that money flows in that way. Those who believe that they deserve, they get. That's how that works. And so I would see a multitude of people, getting money plugged in. I would be surrounded by wealthy people and get to know them intimately. I was like, damn, these are some of the coolest people I've ever met. I was told they were evil, they were this, they were conniving, they were scheming. Not understanding or realizing it's like there's an equal amount of corruption with those with money as those without it. Believe it or not, go into any hood and you will find that out faster than you would know. You think that that's where the saints are, that's where the charitable, that the meek are the ones who live in those type of neighborhoods, then go ahead and, and leave your car in that neighborhood unlocked and see what happens. Leave your car in a wealthy suburb unlocked and leave your car in an impoverished neighborhood and see what happens to your car in each environment. Let's do a social study, a social experiment, shall we? So let's be real with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. The quicker we can be honest, the quicker we can transition in the place that we actually want to be. I'm not here to be somebody that is liked by you. That's not my job, my intention. My intention is to set you free from your own damn self, from your own limiting belief systems that you continue to perpetuate that get you the very opposite thing of what you desire. My job, my intention is to live a life as free as possible, which means shedding myself of all these self-imposed restrictions, as well as the restrictions that were imposed upon me that I internalized. And one of the biggest barriers, the biggest roadblocks that we place upon our way when it comes to financial prosperity, abundance, is having this haterism, haterade all up in our Kool-Aid. You understand me? We mixing all kinds of concoctions, and it's 80% haterade in our diet. That's all we're consuming. You ain't got no water. You ain't got none of this. You ain't got none of this in your diet. You got nothing but haterade in your diet. And you're calling it every other thing in order for you to, again, feel like you're this good person. Let that go. I know, trust me, people, even Jesus said the poor will always be among us. He wasn't saying people have to be poor. He's saying that people are going to choose to be in that poverty consciousness, in that scarcity mentality, in a lack mentality, in a universe that is abundant, right? Abundant in all things. You are abundance in and of yourself. 3.9 million cells produced every single second of your entire life. 3.9 million cells produced every single second in your entire life. That's abundance. If that was translated to dollars, which matter far less than the cells in your body, trust me, 3.9 million every second was transferred into your bank. I would say that you're having a pretty good time at it. That you're pretty damn prosperous. I would call that abundance if I would say so myself. And yet we view life from this lens of scarcity. It's because we have this it's a weird relationship we've created with money. I know, trust me, I had to investigate it to its core, and I'm continuing to shed these aspects of myself, realizing that, it's a mentality. It's a way of thinking. You can work as hard as you want. You can run the treadmill. You can run the hamster wheel as hard and as long as you can. But so long as you still hold on to these limitations within your mind, within your psyche, and you allow yourself to move from there, and you live in that state of low vibration, low frequency of hating, staying in the comment section and talking about other people's business and caring so much about what everybody else has got going on, as opposed to focusing on your own life. If you stay in that place, you're going to stay exactly there. You're going to get exactly what everybody else has in that comment section. Talking about how broke they are. Talking about, I only got $8 in my account. They proclaiming it, bragging about it damn near, right? LOLing it. And the subconscious mind is like, okay, more of that, please. More of that, please. More of that, please. I'll stop playing around with folk. That's why I create content like this. That's why I write the books. I create the music, the screenplays, etc. I want to engage with people in this way. Because sometimes I can't do the one-on-one no more. Not like that. Only with the few folk. Because some folk will have you doing the okie doke, the run around, and you're just like, damn, I sat with you for 20 minutes and it feels like I done lost 20 years. Absolutely not. I'm going to kick it with my soulmate. She's lit. She's all the way up. High vibrational female. Come on, bro. She's all the way up. Divine feminine, divine masculine. We about to be in that vibe. That's where we're going to exist. That's what we're choosing for ourselves. You understand me? And everybody else, y'all can do what y'all want with y'all lives, but you're not about to drag me back into that mentality, because that mentality right there was serving nobody. And I do mean nobody. Not me, not my queen, not my family, not my peoples. Nobody was being served by that. Me being in a broke consciousness and a poverty mentality ain't going to help your people. That's not going to help your little ones. That's not going to help your family. That's not going to help grandma that's not going to help them. They may be in that mentality, but you staying in that poverty mentality, you feeding and perpetuating that hater mentality within you, you keeping those things away from you by continuously speaking down on them, that ain't going to do it. You got to switch up completely. You got to start celebrating people's success, because what you celebrate in others is going to be illuminated within yourself. What I celebrate in you is going to be displayed upon the mirror that is my life. It's going to be projected upon this life screen of mine. So if I'm celebrating your success, I am saying, success, I'm open for you. I'm ready for you. Abundance, I'm ready. I'm open for you. I'm thankful. Wow, look at this person. That's amazing what they were able to do, as opposed to, I bet they probably did some real slick for that. I bet they probably robbed somebody. These white cops. Come on, man. We got to get over it. And we got to also stop making and race things and, stop victimizing ourselves so damn much. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping you. It's not helping me. It's not helping the next person. It's not helping the communities that we claim to serve. What's going to be helpful is you becoming abundant and wealthy and prosperous. That's what's going to help. Even if it's just by you being an example, and then the kiddos can watch and be like, "Ooh, I want that." They're going to look at you as opposed to the dope boy. They're going to look at you as opposed to, the gangster rapper, whatever it is, and see a different reflection of something that they can be within themselves. That's what this is about. We got to make different choices in order for us to be a reflection to the rest of the world and also take care of ourselves. I ain't going to look, I'm not the one to, I'm Rockefeller gave away 100% of his wealth. I don't know if I'm going to give away 100%. I might give away 90. I might give away 80. I might give away 10. Whatever it is that I decide at a certain point in time, right? But when it's all said and done, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I want to live my life to the absolute fullest. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real, right? I used to say to myself, like, I do this because I love it. And this is the only thing that I want to do is create in this format, is deliver the message like this and to write the books and, to create is just in me. But I'll be a damn liar to tell you right now that I'm not looking to make a thriving off of this, not just a living, right? Not survival, thrival is what we're going for. The absolute highest form of abundance. As Myron Golden says, OG in the sales game, right? Old brother, wise old brother. And he says, like, I'm here to make as much as I can. I'm here to make as much as is mine. That's what I'm here to do, right? I'm here to be as successful as I am here to be. I'm here to be as prosperous as I am here to be. That's what I'm here to do. So if you believe, that's a few dollars, a few $100, a few $1,000, a few whatever it is, if you believe that for you, then fine, go ahead for that. But if you have aspirations of greatness, then go towards that. Don't allow yourself, stop people pleasing. Do you guilt-free? Stop people pleasing. Stop. It's not serving anybody. It's not helping anybody. You think you're you think you're Mother Teresa by being a people pleaser. You're really not. You're really not feeding anybody. You don't have 1 million sandwiches to give away. I don't know if she gave 1 million sandwiches or not. I don't know what she gave out, to be honest with you, but you don't have 1 million anything to give away because you're so caught up in projecting your own insecurities onto others. It's as easy as stopping having those conversations. You might have quote unquote friends who love to talk about those things. They love to talk Illuminati talk and who this and this power daddy. They love to give away their power all day long. You have to make the decision that that's no longer a situation you want to engage in. That's no longer conversations that you want to feed into. In the same way I decided in my own mind, in the recess of my own mind, I'm no longer going to feed into certain conversations. I'm not going to feed into conversations with other people. And that's my prerogative. That's my right. Every single one of us have that right. Every single one of us. You have a choice as to what you're going to entertain and engage. What are you going to give your life force to? What are you going to give your energy and your attention to? What are you giving your absolute focus to? You have that choice. Nobody else can do it for you, buddy. Nobody else. I wish I could. I probably wouldn't though, because I'm busy doing mine. I'll be honest. That's why I make this content. So it can live forever. You can visit it today, tomorrow, the next day. Remind yourself as many times as you need to. But I'm not about to pull up at your house every single day and explain the same thing to you. That ain't it. Just like I wouldn't expect you to do the same. I don't even expect you to pull up once. But if you do, cool. Glad you showed up. Glad you came, right? But your job is to live your life authentically, to express your gifts absolutely, to not hold back what is within you. That's what you are here to do. You're not here to play a role, to play a character in order to get people to clap for you. Oh, wow, look how amazing he is. Wow, look at him. He's a somebody. Here's a gold star for your forehead. Here's a pat on your back. Here's a little standing ovation for you because you were able to please me. You were able to keep me comfortable. You were able to eradicate my temporary feelings of inadequacy or insecurity. That's all you do when you validate people in their foolishness. When you validate people in a lie, all you do is perpetuate the lie. That's all you do. That's why for me, I had to come to a place, and this was a difficult one as a recovered people pleaser. What? To get to a place where I was like, I really don't need you to like me, even though I'm quote unquote a public figure, right? I'm somebody who is in a public, literally, and I am a figure. Now I'm a human, a public human is what I am. Even though I'm in the public the way that I am, I don't need you to like me. I just need to tell the truth. I just need to tell you what I tell myself every day. That's the contract that I signed to live an authentic life. And in that authenticity, I can only tell you one answer to your question. How do I? It's in you. Well, okay, but you don't understand. But what about the people who are, it's in you? It's not about the people out there. There's nobody causing it. There's nobody doing it to you. There's nobody stopping you from it. Nobody can stop you from it. If you were stuck in a fourth world country, we have third world. You ain't even seen a fourth world country before. I believe I came from one. 80% unemployment. You understand me? 80% unemployment. If America went to 5, 6%, we start jumping off hills, right? If I came to you and I said to you, you, my friend, in that fourth world country, are able to do anything, and you believe me, you will find your way either to build something in that space, or you would build something somewhere else, or you would find some miraculous way to manifest wealth to yourself. The universe would have to literally move everything tooth and nail. It would do anything it can to get you to a space where you start to manifest abundance into your life. But so long as you stay with that low victimhood, that low hateration, you understand me? You keep moving the way that you're moving, doing the things that you're doing, staying all day on these comment sections, hating on people's lives. So long as you keep doing that, you're going to keep it away from yourself. As Reverend Ike said, if you keep hating on the rich, you ain't going to become one of us. And wealth is, again, it's a state of consciousness. It's a state of mind. You might ask me, well, what's your bank account look like right now? Right now don't matter. It's what you're going to look back and be like, yes. We're going for, again, everything that is mine, I'm going for. Everything that is mine, I am going for. Because I want to live this life to its absolute fullest. I want to give this life everything that I have. Everything that God has endowed within me, I want to make manifest into my life. Everything. All of it. Empty the entire house. Wow, look at this life that, okay, once I can look at it and be like, this was everything, then we can call it wraps. But until then, I'm here to get it in. And I'm not talking about a hustle culture. I'm not talking about forcing nothing. I'm talking about doing the things that you were here to do. I love doing what I do. That's why I'm still going. I was supposed to stop 10 minutes ago. I'm still going. I told myself, oh, this is going to be a 10-minute one because this is the fourth video I'm recording tonight. The fourth one this evening, back to back to back. And I still got so much more in me because this is what I love to do most. And your gift will make room for you. Your gift will literally maximize your capacity. It will have you reaching the entire world. It will be an avenue and a source of abundance for you. But you have to allow it to be exactly that. You got to stop being a player hater. You got to stop hating the game or the player. Stop hating regardless. Let go of that energy. It's low vibrational. I don't even want it near me anymore. You got the hater spirit on you. I don't even know. I don't care how you disguise it. I don't care how you project. Oh man, it's just a system. It's just okay. The only system that's a problem is your belief system, my belief system. So if you ain't talking about that system, I don't want to hear about a system. I'm not going to disenfranchise myself. I'm not going to disempower myself because somebody else feels the need to project their own belief of inadequacy and not enoughness. Not anymore. Not anymore. I done the work. I done done the inner work to get through all of that. And if y'all looking to do that inner work, how to deal with your insecurities and how to truly get to a place of wholeness and knowing you're deserving this, I done made plenty of videos and I will continue to make videos on that subject matter because I believe it's one of the most important messages we can get is that you are deserving of the very highest good that you desire in life. You're deserving of it already. You have to earn it. You're just deserving in and who you are. You are a child of the Most High, period. Done. That being said, you're also deserving to get yourself a copy of my first published book, Doing Me Guilt-Free, Breaking Free from People Pleasing and Unleashing Your True Personal Power. This right here is going to be a handy dandy guide that you can get yourself by clicking the link in the description below. It's going to be a handy dandy guide to get you to a place where you can finally say, enough is enough. I'm done trying to preserve and protect everybody else's feelings. I'm done trying to be seen as something. People will see you they see you as a saint when you do it for them. They see you as a sinner when you do it for yourself. It's a matter of their perspective. And if you're going to live for their perspective, you will forever be bound to their perspective. You will be a slave to their perspective. And me, as far as me and mine, absolutely not. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. One more again, Doing Me Guilt-Free. Get your copy. Appreciate y'all. Till the next time. Namaste. Namaskar.